All right, guys. So we all know heartbreak feels like it's breaking you. Your thoughts race, your emotions feel overwhelming, and everything in you just wants the pain to stop. But what if heartbreak isn't here to destroy you? What if it's actually one of the most powerful teachers you'll ever experience? Because hidden inside that pain is the path of self mastery. So let's talk about how. First, let's be real. Heartbreak hurts. There's no shortcut around it, no quick fix, and no way to just snap out of it. But what heartbreak does, if you allow it, is bring you face to face with yourself in a way that nothing else can. And here's how it teaches you self mastery it forces you to face your emotional triggers. Heartbreak brings everything to the surface: abandonment wounds, rejection, fear of not being enough. Things you may have buried suddenly feel impossible to ignore. And while that's uncomfortable, this is where awareness begins. You start to see what truly affects you and why. And it also teaches you emotional regulation. So at first, your emotions feel out of control. One moment you're okay, and the next you're overwhelmed. But over time, something shifts. You learn how to sit with your emotions instead of reacting to them. So you stop needing to escape the feeling and start learning how to move through it. And that's self mastery. But it also breaks your attachment to external validation. You see, heartbreak comes with a loss of connection, and with that, a loss of validation. So you're no longer receiving the attention, reassurance, or love that you once relied on. So you're faced with a powerful question: can I give that to myself? Because real self mastery isn't about controlling others. It's about no longer depending on them to feel whole. And it strengthens your boundaries. You see, after heartbreak, your perspective changes. It begins to recognize, what you tolerated, what you ignored, what you compromised. And moving forward, you become more intentional. You don't just open your heart blindly. You protect your energy with awareness, not from fear, but from self respect. And it also reconnects you to your identity. When a relationship ends, it can feel like you've lost a part of yourself. But what you're really being given is an opportunity to discover who you are without that connection, your interests, your values, your redirection. So in that space, you rebuild yourself stronger and more aligned. So let's look at what this lesson is not. This, or let's ground this because this matters. Heartbreak is not something you should stay stuck in. It's not meant to define you or become your identity. And self mastery doesn't mean becoming emotionally closed off or guarded. It doesn't mean I'll never feel that way again. The goal isn't to avoid love, it's to enter it with awareness, with boundaries, with emotional stability, and a deeper understanding of yourself. So here's the truth: heartbreak doesn't just break you, it reveals you, your patterns, your triggers, your strength, your capacity to grow. And if you choose to learn from it, you don't just heal, you evolve, into something more grounded, more aware, and more in control of your inner world. If this gave you a different perspective on heartbreak, make sure you subscribe to the channel because we're having real conversations about healing, growth, and self mastery. So you can move through these experiences with clarity and not confusion. And I want to hear from you. What has heartbreak taught you about yourself? Drop it in the comments, guys. And I'll see you in the next video.